Hey guys, I'm back. Oh my gosh, over 128,918 views on my first video, 5,500 likes, over 5,500 likes, 426 dislikes, but we'll take that because that was probably a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses disliking my video, right? I'll take it. Like John Cedars says, well done, okay? And 3,703 subscribers. Oh my gosh, you guys were waiting on me. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like, it's just so awesome. Like, I can't believe that I've reached so many people. My video was really, I was targeting a specific audience, and I just can't believe that it was attractive to not only the audience I thought I was targeting, where I have a common previous faith with this audience. It targeted all kind of people with all kind of religious faiths, and I'm just so proud of that. And I think it just showed me that people, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, we're not the only ones ready to break free the chains. It's a lot of people from various faiths that they're just tired of the nonsense, tired of being brainwashed, and they're ready to be at liberty. And I think that my video helped a lot of people in their journey with doing that. So I'm just so proud, and I'm so thankful for all the views and all your lovely comments. I mean, they're just so encouraging, and even the not so lovely comments were very encouraging, because it's just motivating to get more videos and more content out there, and you give me ideas for more content too. So I'm looking forward to going forward with this channel and getting some videos out there for everyone. Now, I'm just going to kind of get right into it. You see the title of the video, Why I Had to Disassociate from the Jehovah's Witness organization. And it's quite simple. The Jehovah's Witnesses protect pedophiles and allow them to run free in their organization. It's true. How so? With their two-witness rule. What is the two-witness rule? Well, the two-witness rule is when they require two witnesses to the act, to have witnessed the act, the crime of child molestation or child rape. If there is no other witness, and if there's no confession, then they leave it in Jehovah's hands, which is basically they do nothing. They don't call the police the proper authorities. And they do this because they don't want to bring reproach on Jehovah's name, as if God needs some type of protection. Like, really? No. Call the police. Okay? Call the police, Watchtower. Yeah, so they have this rule set in place, and it's been hurting so many children over decades, and I was just blown away when I found out about it. And, one of the first people that I can think of off the top that I can think of that I know they won a settlement is Candace Conti. She was awarded millions of dollars because of her case. And I know a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses watching may say, well, there's child molestation in every religion. What about the Catholics? They like to talk about the Catholics. And yeah, that's fine. The Catholics, that was public knowledge for everyone. And the Catholics, they apologized. But this has been kept a secret. The members don't know. And they certainly don't know that millions of their donated dollars, or either money that the Watchtower has been getting by flipping different buildings and kingdom halls that the members worked and labored for free to build, and then they go in and sell off their hard-earned work and take the profit, and they pay off these lawsuits with the other donations from the members, and they don't tell the members that this is what a portion of their donations are going to. So that's very deceitful, and yeah, I don't want to be any part of that. I don't want to be any part of an organization that hides and protects pedophiles with a so-called two-witness rule. And it's sickening because they use a scripture in Deuteronomy to support this doctrine, to support this policy. And it's just sickening that they would try to use a scripture and twist a scripture to support this evil, this evil way of thinking, this evil mentality. And it's just horrible. There's been several cases throughout the decades paid out to victims because of their mishandling of child abuse. And notice when I say mishandling, it's not that they just had this happen, the child abuse happened. It's because they mishandled it. They knew about it, and in some places it was mandated for, people in their type positions, clergy or whatever, even though they say they're not clergy. But then in the Australia Royal Commission, to try to get off in these court cases, oh, we are clergy. That's a whole nother story. I'm going to leave some links down for you below so you can get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. But yeah, there was the Australia Royal Commission where there was over 1,006 pedophiles found in the Jehovah's Witness database, and none of them were reported to the police. None of them. So they wanted to keep these cases secret. Not only that, again, like I was saying, in some places, it was mandated. They were supposed to call the police, and they still didn't call the police in some of these states. So yeah, the victims are coming back, and they're suing Watchtower for millions of dollars. The members, they never know about it until they start going on objective websites, until they start going on like jwfacts.com and websites like that and learning the real truth about their organization. This is just sickening. Like, it even makes my stomach hurt right now just to think about it, that this is actually going on. This is actually a thing. And it is why I had to disassociate myself right now even. Okay, that had happened with the Australia Royal Commission. And you can look up the footage from the Australia Royal Commission if you don't know at Jakke, Jakke Control, Control, on YouTube. And you'll be able to see Jeffrey Jackson, one of the governing body members, one of the leaders of the Jehovah's Witness. You'll see him testify under oath in a court of law. And he basically lies on stand. When asked, was this God's one and true religion, he said it would be presumptuous to say that. And yeah, he's right, it would be presumptuous to say that. But that's not what the Jehovah's Witnesses believe. That's not what I grew up thinking, that it would be presumptuous to think that. I grew up thinking, absolutely, this is the only means of salvation. Anybody who don't join this religion is going to die. So to see a leader get up and say that, it's presumptuous. Like, really? Like, who thinks that? Like, nah. That's basically how he was acting, and that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a bold-faced lie, So, so we got the Australia Royal Commission. That was happening already. And I went ahead and disassociated myself with, like I say, all the things that went on in my first video. And I'll even tell you some more stories later on. But I just had to get this out about this child abuse and how Jehovah's Witnesses protect pedophiles with their 2-witness rule. I had to get that out and say that right now because I felt like, man, I forgot to say this in my first video. But, it's just so many aspects that's wrong about this religion. There's no way I could say it all on a lunch break, And like I told you before, I had made previous videos and I didn't put them up. And that's all that was the first and the only thing I was talking about. But then I made that video and I didn't get a chance to mention it. But it's okay because now video number 2, and it's all about why I disassociated. And when I tell you that was the driving point of me having to disassociate myself, like, I do not want to be a part of any organization that wants to twist scripture to fit their doctrine, to fit their policy, and allow kids to get molested, raped repeatedly because there was no witness, because they're not going to the proper authorities. Yes, the parents can go. They say they don't stop the parents from going, but the culture in that organization is they don't want to bring reproach on Jehovah's name, right? So they're taught to forgive and forget and still sit in that same kingdom hall, perhaps with their offender. So I had to get away from that. I don't want to be a part of that. Take my name off that. Like, take my name off that. Like, I'm just so disgusted, and I hope you are too. And I hope if this is your first time hearing about this, I surely hope you do research. And I hope that it is as disgusting to you as it is to me and all of these other ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out here trying to get the word out, you know, about this serious problem, this sickening problem that its organization has with them protecting pedophiles because of this two-witness rule. Right now, guys, right now, there is a Supreme Court case filed against this organization because of their mishandling of child abuse. So right now, Zalkin Law Firm in New York and Jehovah's Witnesses, they're not the only ones. What is it? The Boy Scouts of America, the Catholic Church is back under heat with this law firm as well. All of these organizations, if you're protecting kids, if you're not calling the proper authorities, when you become aware of such crimes, such accusations, you're getting it. And very, you know, it's very much needed. So right now, there's an open case against them. Statute of limitations off the table, okay? So it doesn't matter how old your case is. If you've been hurt by this organization, molested by someone in this organization, and you know you try to take your case before the elders, and you know you got stung with this two-witness rule thing, or you know maybe there was a confession and maybe they did get disfellowship, you know, excommunicated, where everyone shuns them, for those of you that don't know. But they didn't call the police. They're still not calling the police. So you have a case. Statute of limitations off the table. And I think it's so awesome. I think it's so awesome. And I think it's going to bring a lot of awareness to what's going on with this Supreme Court case being open against them. And I just can't wait. I just can't wait to see some justice served. I think that rightfully so, these victims should be awarded, you know, really all the leaders, they should be in jail. Yeah, they should be in jail for these doctrines. Yeah, so they definitely deserve to get paid out for the turmoil that they've went through because of this organization. And I'm kind of going to leave it there, and I'll be back with more videos. Again, thank you so much to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I will be back with more videos. And I'm going to drop some links down below on where you can, just some good resources to search more about this child abuse and, you know, some more stuff too, because it's a wealth of information out there, like, and you need to know it all. You need to know all the reasons why you need to get out. And, you know, if Watchtower are allowing kids, babies to die because of their misinterpretation of scripture, not accepting a life-saving blood transfusion, because they obviously have misinterpreted, because before they said that blood was altogether a no-no, and then they later on said blood fractions were okay. So you're misinterpreting it some way. Because if you were interpreting it correctly, then it wouldn't change, you know? So it's just an interpretation. It's not exactly what God meant. We can't say that that's what God meant, not to take a blood transfusion, just because the Watchtower leaders are saying that's what God meant, because their interpretations change over time. So yeah, I mean, if that doesn't make you want to wake up, and some, you know, 1975, how they predicted the end of the world was going to come, I don't know, 1914, they said the generation would not pass away, and they're dead. I mean, if nothing else, I don't know, the fact that they are affiliated with what they call the wild beasts, the UN, So if none of these things are going to get you to wake up, please do research on this child abuse, the fact that they do have a 2-witness rule, and they don't want to let up. They're willing to pay up before they let up, because they really think in their mind, I guess, no, they can't think that, I don't know. But they want to stick to the scripture that's supporting this doctrine and this policy. They don't want to even try to see that this is just totally wrong, and that you cannot take this into your hands when it comes to a kid being hurt and a criminal that needs to be put under the jail cell, okay? So that's all I got to say for right now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.